In recent times, there have been rising cases of assault and physical abuses on teachers and school staff in schools across the country by both parents and students alike. Reasons for this have largely been attributed to a rise in stress levels on both teachers and parents, especially given the harsh economic realities leading to a harsh and irrational reaction to circumstances which most times end up with very negative results. News of one of such physical assaults on the staff of Rosebud Schools, Lagos, had News Centre's special correspondent on investigative journalism, Marshall-Anthoni Ononye, taking a dive at the matter to investigate the root cause. His report.
This is a video showing a man identified as Mr. Ayofe assaulting a female staff at Rosebud Secondary School in Idimu axis of Lagos State. After receiving this video from a familiar source calling for the matter to be investigated, I moved to the location to find out the story behind this action. Upon arrival at the school, I faced the usual resistance initially from the school management, who did not want media attention on the matter. However, after several push from my end, the school caved in and granted audience.
In the afternoon, he came and said he wanted to pick his kids. So he bashed him and pushed the lady that was at the door, the teacher on duty that was at the door, pushed her off. She tripped and went all the way upstairs, straight to the teacher's class. So Miss Elizabeth was like shocked, like, your son is downstairs, sir. School is over, so definitely it's downstairs. And then he said, no, I want my son, provide my son, produce my son. You know, he kept saying all that. So we rushed him, rushing in. I'm like, in fact, you must have seen the video. The HM just rushed in. She was shocked. I was shocked, you know. And I was like, what's going on? And then she just tried to separate the fight. What's going on? That's when we saw that he was beating the sanitation officer.
The sanitation officer was in my class trying to sweep. Then she said, Ma, sir, she has told you that your son is downstairs. Please check him downstairs. So before you could know, he just walked up to her, pushed the tables which she had already pushed away to start sweeping, pushed it and went to her straight and started beating her up. I just picked my phone, I was recording, videoing what was going on. Lo and behold, he came to me again. In the video, if you can see, there was a kind of wavy movement there. That was when he came to still hit me as I was recording.
We were initially told that the person who was assaulted in the video was at the hospital for medical treatment. However, before I was done with my interviews, the assaulted staff, Paul Agnes, walked in.
So the man ran upstairs, was shouting and shouting. He said, where's my son? Where's my son? The teacher said, your son is downstairs. He was angrily shouting again and again. And I have to stand up that the teacher said, your son is downstairs. That's how the man started beating me and blowing me, collecting broom from my hand and be beating me here before the HM come and separate the fight.
Mrs. Kenny is a parent at the school whose child is also under the tutelage of Mrs. Ogri.
I think the wife quickly, because she's a police, so she went ahead to call the police people so that they all came. Before you look at it, they said they were going there. When I went to the station, the way the wife and the husband was, they insist that they should lock up the teacher. Meanwhile, they are the one at fault. Because she's a police, she wants to use the hands that, okay, she's a police, so they can do something.
We were told that you were detained at the station.
It was very traumatizing. Very, very. I wouldn't have believed in my whole life that I would, in even a second, standing in the police station, not even the cell now, in the station, not to talk of having a night of sleep in the cell.
From all the narratives, it was necessary to stop over at the Idimu Police Command. I arrived Area M Command Idimu and met with the commander, ACP Olayinka, who admitted to me off-camera though that he did not know of the case but promised to look into the matter, which he said must have been reported at Idimu Police Division. After leaving Area M Police Command, I tried to locate Mr. Ayofe, whom I gathered lived within the neighborhood.
Excuse?
At the address which I had, I met no one at the compound. Back at the office, I also made several attempts to reach out to him on phone. My calls went unanswered and not returned as at time of filing this report. There is every indication that in the coming days there will be more to hear on this matter as calls go out for the prosecution of Mr. Ayofe. For News Central, Marshall-Anthoni Ononye.